Runaway cart! Ah! Oh no! There's something wrong with the brakes! Hey everybody, welcome back. We last left off with starting Forgettable Tale of a Drunken Dwarf, so let's go continue it. We're immediately teleported to the Drunken Dwarf's house, who of course wants a beer, so we're gonna go south to the bar to get that and then give it to him. He then asks us for Kelda seeds, so we've got to go get 4 of those. The first one is to the south of it by the rowdy dwarf, who asks us to pick an item from a list of various mundane items. Fortunate for me, he asked for a white apron, which I happen to have a spare of, so I go grab that from the bank. If he gives you an item that you don't have or don't want to go get, you can just wait a few minutes and then ask him again and he'll give you a new item. Continuing on, we need to head further south to the minecarts and purchase a ticket to White Wolf Mountain, and then take the southern middle cart to the tunnels underneath the mountain. Go inside the bar and pick up a Dwarven Stout for the quest, as well as many as you'd like for your own purposes, and then talk to Korvok the engineer to continue the quest and get the seed. Then we need to take the same minecart back to Keldagrim, and then run back to the west side to head to the bank. Actually, the next part can be done either before or after we go to the bank, as it takes place right south of it. Head to the pub and talk to Goss, use the other 2 beers that we bought to cheers, and get the final seed. And then head to the bank, pull out your farming supplies, and go to the east. Talk to the gardener, and then plant the Kelda hops, which takes anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes to grow. So in the meantime, since we're still chasing that 40 prayer dream for upcoming quests, we're going to go do another slice of ham. In preparation for heading to Dorgesh-Kaan, we're going to go back to the bank and whip out our mage gear, as well as a light source, and if you'd like, 1 to 2 molten glass, as well as 2 to 4 law runes, because we can talk to Olgak and Dorgesh-Kaan to make a teleport orb, so that next time we need to go back to Dorgesh-Kaan, we can just use that teleport. Also, you'll want either an axe or a chronicle, as well as a spade, because we're going to go pick up our barley before heading back to Keldagrim, as we need that barley malt. So let's teleport to Lumbridge, head down through the cellar into the mines, and then take it over to Dorgesh-Kaan, where we're going to run in and up to the quest giver Urtog. We're going to do the quest up until the point where I mentioned we talked to Oldak, where we're going to ask them for the teleport spheres, and then talk to them to continue the quest. They will give us a 3rd teleport sphere so we can go back to Dorgesh-Kaan later. But for now, we're going to talk to some generals, go upstairs and kill a mage and ranger, talk to the generals again, and then if it's been 40 minutes and you think the barley's ready, we're going to either chronicle teleport or teleport to Lumbridge and then take the canoe system back to the barley hops. Then we're going to go back to Lumbridge and bake the barley on the range, because we need to turn the barley into barley malt. If it has not been 40 minutes yet, you could use the waiting time to do an inventory of ham storms for money or whatever else you want, and then go get the barley. The reason we're getting the barley now instead of finishing another slice of ham first is because after finishing the quest, it'll put us right by the newly established Keldagrim to Dorgesh-Kaan train system. So we can take the train, satisfy a hard diary task, and then immediately head to the bank to then get our hops and continue Forgettable Tale. But first, we need to finish another slice of ham. So we need to go downstairs and pull out the ancient mace, as well as some more food and a light source. Then head out of the castle and toward the Lumbridge Swamp Cave entrance, and then we'll talk to the 2 goblin sergeants, go down into the caves. There should be a new ladder to the southeast where we'll go down into that. There's a sneaking mission we have to do before we can fight Sigmund. Once he activates his prayer, you slap him with the ancient mace, you kill him, you rescue Zanuck, and you finish the quest, gaining 3k mining and prayer experience, as well as the ancient mace, which we can use the special attack of to get prayer points back for however much damage we deal. But you can use that to boost above your maximum prayer point level, which is actually useful for meeting a requirement for the Rumdeal quest if you don't have 47 prayer at the time. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to immediately take the train back to Keldagrim, which satisfies a hard diary task, and then we're going to go to the bank to prepare to harvest our Kelda hops. There's also a couple other quests we're going to prepare for, so there's a laundry list of items here that we need. For now, we're going to go east, rake up the Kelda hops, go further east to the eastern pub, and go upstairs to purchase ale yeast from Blandabeer for 25 coins. Then in the big vat, we're going to throw our buckets of water, our barley malts, our Kelda hops, and our ale yeast, and then we have to wait another 20 minutes max. So in the meantime, we're going to Games Necklace teleport to Berthorpe and go upstairs to talk to Eric to continue Death Plateau, which we're going to continue up until the point where we need to make the spiked boots. Note that the Blurberry special is used when we're gambling, so that we automatically win when we're playing against the guy. When we need to get the spiked boots and we're going to Dunstan's house, on the way we're actually going to stop by Unthfirst's house to start A Tale of Two Cats. Go talk to Dunstan, then on the way south, On the east side of town, we're going to talk to Hild to enchant our cat speak amulet with the 5 death runes so that later on we can find Bob the cat to continue A Tale of Two Cats. I just wanted to point out that I know the last few clips had somewhat of a jumbled inventory there, and that's because as I was running the route and figured out a better way to do something, I wanted to edit it in a way that explained the most efficient way to all of you in case you wanted to do it yourself. But I realize that can create kind of a disconnect when you're seeing the inventory change and you're like, whoa, what the hell happened there? So I just wanted to address that. And then as you can see, we're going to go into the Rogue's Den to pull out the 10 trout and 10 bread that we got forever ago, along with a beer or beer glass. And then we're going to head up to Tenzing, give him the food, go up to the Death Plateau, either run or teleport back and talk to Denolf to turn in the quest, gaining 3000 attack experience and the ability to smith claws, which isn't very important, but the important part is we can immediately talk to him again to start Troll Stronghold. We'll do that in a bit, but for now we're going to minigame teleport back to Blast Furnace and go upstairs in the pub, turn the valve on the keg, and then use the beer glass on it to get our brew and take it back to the Drunken Dwarf. The last part of the quest involves some cart puzzles and watching some cutscenes, so just follow the wiki quick guide and do that. But eventually, we get to treat ourselves to a nice beer and kebab at the pub, which initiates a cutscene and finishes the quest, giving us 5,000 farming and cooking experience, as well as 2 mature Dwarven Stouts, which give a +2 mining and smithing boost over the regular +1. That could be helpful later on when making a mithril axe, because we'll only need 49 smithing instead of 51, unless we use a spicy stew boost for the +5. And now, I really want to get 40 prayer for some upcoming quests, so we're going to go down to the Blast Furnace and pull out our Zogre Bones, Org Bones, 3 to 4 whatever other bones we have, besides the Jogre Bones, which we need for Tybo 1-Eye Trio, 9 empty pots, and 9 buckets of slime, as well as an Ectofile. Take the Ectofile to the Ectofunctus, go upstairs, grind your bones, go downstairs and pray, and then minigame teleport to Castle Wars to bank once again. Alright, we're preparing to do the Rag and Bone Man now, and I know I mentioned this is one of those things we could have incorporated throughout the route a long time ago, but honestly, even though this quest has been out for 14 years, I've never done it, so I didn't think to look it up to incorporate it. But as I mentioned, like the bar crawl, we have everything we need to be able to do it all in one run, so let's go do that. It's probably faster to teleport to Varrock and then run till Silvaria, but 1, I want to save a law rune, and 2, as I mentioned last video, I'm taking the enchanted key to go pick up the law runes from that spot by Relica because I forgot to do it before. So then I'm using the fairy ring system to CKS and running through Pater Domus to get to Silvaria, so we can go start the Rag and Bone Man. Conveniently, the wiki quick guide provides us with a nice route for doing it all in one fell swoop, so we're going to do it in that order. So first off, we're going to head southeast of Varrock to kill a giant rat. Further south to kill a unicorn and a bear. Southwest is going to be a ram in the pen. And then we do need a goblin, but the level 5 by the pen apparently doesn't count. We have to go further south outside of Alcard Gate to kill level 2. Then we're going to go through Lumbridge Castle down into the Cellar Caves. Keep in mind you'll need a light source if you haven't grabbed one yet. And then we're going to go kill one of the level 24 big frogs before either minigame teleporting to the fight pits, running up through the cave, killing a giant bat in the cave, and then going up top to the volcano to kill a monkey whose bones we're going to keep for Monkey Madness. Or you could Arctic Cave teleport to Brimhaven and then run to Karamja, kill a monkey up top, and then go into the cave to kill the giant bat. Now we need to head back to the bank. Specifically, Draenor Bank, because we have to go there to purchase the vinegar for the quest anyway. If you used the minigame teleport before, just run and take the boat to Port Sarim and then run to Draenor. If you didn't, you could minigame teleport to Pest Control, take the boat to Port Sarim, and then run to Draenor. Once in Draenor, we're going to bank everything but our 8 bones as well as our coins, go talk to Fortunato and ask him to buy vinegar. You only need 8 right now, but later on we will need I think 35 or 36 total, so if you wanted to buy them all now, you could. Then combine the 8 jugs of vinegar with 8 empty pots, and now we need to go back to Silvaria to bleach them all. So pull out an axe as well as some Varrock teleport runes and then head on back. On the way, we're going to cut 8 logs for the quest, and because I'm super close to level 42 woodcutting, which unlocks the Waka canoe, allowing us to go one stop further on the canoe route, I'm going to do that as well, and then head to Silvaria. So the trick for bleaching the pots is add the logs, add the bones, light it, and then world hop, because otherwise you'll have to wait 12 seconds for it to burn out, so you will save time hopping between worlds, and since we have to do it for 8, might as well. Turning in the quest gives us a nice 500 cooking and prayer experience, meaning we have 176 prayer experience until level 40. So, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go kill some hill giants in Edgeville Dungeon. But first, start the Rag and Bone Man 2, which does require level 40 Slayer, so I'm not sure when I'm going to incorporate it in, as we won't have that for quite a while. Take the Fairy Ring system to Edgeville, pull out whatever combat gear you'd like to use, and then head down through the dungeon all the way to the Hill Giants. On the way, right before the Hill Giants room is a room with zombies and a brass key, and if you grab that brass key we can come in through the ladder entrance by Hill Giants later on, if we ever need to do it again. As it'll only take me 12 or so bones to get this level up, I'm not going to save them for the Ectofunctus, and I'm just going to kill the 12 Hill Giants here, bury them, and get level 40 Prayer. Boom, level 40 Prayer, and we can finally use Protect from Missiles. Can you guess what's coming up next? I wonder. No, not Horror from the Deep just yet. We gotta go kill Big Daddy. But for now, I think we're gonna call it there. Thanks again for joining me, everybody. I can't believe we made it to 15 episodes. Not only is that my favorite number, but that's just a lot, and we still have quite a ways to go. I still have enough clips for maybe 1 or 2 more episodes before I need to start recording some more, so let's get cooking. See you next time.